I'm assuming where I see PlayStation 4 in the little drop down arrow, that would be where you pick your platform, your gamer tag, and all that is pretty self explanatory. Enter in whatever your PSN account or Xbox Live name are and all that. Username. What's username for exactly? On the right side under PlayStation 4. Profile, cover image, links to my Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, great. So at this point, I'm going to ask you to try to accomplish a series of objectives and walk through what your thoughts are about how easy it is to get these things done, and what information you would use to make decisions, and what your thought process would be on like why you made those particular decisions. So the first thing that I would like you to do is try to add another player to one of your teams.
Okay. So first I got to get out of this little pop-up window thing. Okay. So add a player to my team. Find players. I'll just pick Captain Awesome. Huh. This Captain Awesome. Okay. And then this is just a friend invite, I'm assuming, I think. Oh no, these are the different teams. No, they're not. What is this stuff? What just happened?
Sorry, there's a broken link. You're just gonna have to click find players again. That's not supposed to actually do that.
Oh, okay. All right, go back to here. So I'm on this other guy's page.
So for the record, your two teams, because you would be the ones creating them, do have names and abbreviations, and the names and the abbreviations are sort of
okay. So then I would be sending an invite to. Oh, this must be the broken link, I think.
Those should not be broken links. I don't think.
So you just say let's add them to that one. Okay.
Okay, cool. So at this point, would you ever actually use something like this if you had to take this friends list of yours and then manually add all those names on your PlayStation 4, right? And then have them as friends and then be able to invite them in the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, cause I mean, I'm just kind of me though, but I kind of get how development processes work. So I would kind of understand if like, oh, there was an issue with getting integration involved and stuff like that, 'cause you kind of need permissions and stuff for that type of action. So I mean, I could see how the little added steps could put a few people off, but I mean, there's already a bunch of third-party places for that. I guess on Xbox, 'cause that's what I have. They have this thing called, I think, groups, and you can basically find a group. I mean, they're massive groups, but within the Xbox itself, you have the option to find it. I don't find it very useful though. I've tried to find games a couple times, and I've managed to get into one game so far for only one of the games I've tried it for. So, I mean, I personally would go and manually add the people I found on here onto my friends list on Xbox Live or PSN and play with them just because I understand that integration like that cannot always be done. So, but again, that's just me.
Okay, cool. So then in the beginning, remember when you were having trouble figuring out what that extra username and password combination was?
Yeah. Is that supposed to be for the site?
That would essentially be your Xbox login information.
Okay, so like the email for that.
email and password. And if you
Okay.
chose to provide that information to us, we would have a script that when you sent a friend request from our site, it would also send a friend request from you directly on Xbox
To that other person.
gamer tag.
Okay.
When they accepted, right, should they have also provided that piece of information, that would also sync directly with your Xbox.
Okay. So cool beans.
So would, under that situation, would you feel comfortable giving that information to a third party platform if they assured you that it was secure?
Oh yeah. I mean, if for something like that, yeah. I mean, I would do it if like, let's say Discord came out with this type of option. I would do it through them as well. So
Okay.
I mean, for the ease of not having to take any extra steps, I think a lot of people are going to be on board with being okay with that.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And so with that general understanding, you have just sent a friend request to Captain. Awesome. Now, somewhere on this site, someone has also sent a request for you to join one of their teams as well.
Okay.
Can you locate where that is?
Okay, where that is.
Decision.
Squad invites. I don't see like a little. Here we go. Okay, what was I trying to accomplish it as? Okay, yeah. Um, find that request. I think that somebody sent me the request that I went to the wrong link the first time, but oh shit, what's going on? It went away. But yeah, a little something here, like a little like some way to notify you, hey, you have something new would be nice.
Right.
Instead of just having to go and like, check it.
Right.
Because I wasn't necessarily sure if that's what that was or not.
Nice.
Oh shit, my glass. But yeah.
On here, like when so you've just someone had requested to join your team, you accepted that request, and the request disappeared.
Yeah.
What pieces of information would you like to have in this type of an application to keep track of all those people that you have connected with? And how would you like to be able to view it?
Let's see. Isn't that what this right here is, or are these just basically like friends?
Those would be. That's exactly what that would be. Those.
Okay, just like friends, and then I don't know. Let's see what happens when you go into teams here, and these are your players. I think this is fine. For viewing like who's in a given team, because you do have the option, like right there on the right, to see your teams and stuff like that with your friends / teammates right above that.
This, in theory, this teammates would be filled with the entire list of all of your friends. Do you think that the friends labeling is more intuitive than teammates?
Maybe I guess it kind of depends, because you are kind of going for the like with the archetype things, you are going for like the terminologies and stuff. So it just kind of depends on how clearly that's labeled. I don't know. I guess friends would definitely be a lot more like, you understand that these are just friends within the app and not necessarily people that are on a team with you.
Okay.
I would say it would probably be a little bit easier. Success. And then if I was him, I would go here to my home, and I would check player requests, and it would be right here and tell me which team and everything.
Those player requests are players requesting
Ooh.
join.
So would it be here under squad invites?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
This seems to be confusing.
Oh shit. Yeah. Um it was just kind of hard to tell because that looked like the little tile that was here, it looked like a tile for like a game that was gonna go on for some reason.
Can you elaborate?
Like it looked like two different players like split down the middle.
Okay.
And then I saw like River City something else, and I think the way the writing was there, it made it kind of look like it was like a team called River City, and then on the right side was some other team, and that was like something maybe I could watch or something coming up.
Okay, cool. So can you reload this page? You can just click on the squad events again or my player. The back buttons don't work there.
Oh, they don't, my player. So reloading page. So this right here, I don't know. I didn't necessarily read it all, but
Right.
the little split for whatever reason.
Okay,
um,
got it. And can you click on that actual image that you just
this one right here.
click on that? So inside of the actual application, when you would hover over that tile, it would be an animation that flipped it around. So there was something on the front and something on the back.
I kind of like the idea of like if I get an invite to join somebody's team, that I can just kind of hover over that invite with a mouse, and I can see the team stats like this, so I can know if that would be a team I'd even want to bother joining. Like, oh, they don't, they obviously don't have the same type of play style, or they're clearly a lot better, or not nearly as good as I would like. I think that's actually a good idea. I would shoot that. Because you're gonna hover over it to click anyway, so you're gonna see that little animation. It's not like it's gonna be hard to find.
Right.
If you have to go find it in another menu or something like that, it might be harder.
So if you just click on the Find Teams tab.
The Find Teams tab?
Yep. So all the same information that you saw when you clicked on a particular team or user under the names section here is provided in this table. And you can do all the same actions from here, so you don't ever have to navigate away from this screen. Everything is only one click away. And on the right-hand side, there are these two buttons. So I noticed that you didn't look here to solve the problem of finding players and teams. Why was that? And how would you kind of like redesign either colors or buttons or something to make it more obvious that?
Oh, see, I didn't know that's what that was. Maybe if you could put what does this say? ACT, like action or account.
The action, yeah.
Maybe put like add or something along those lines.
Okay.
Or just so it's kind of more clear. And then I'm trying to think of like visually exactly, because I mean green plus. I also didn't really notice it. I didn't pay much attention to the right side. The way I work is I would just always click on that and profile anyway.
Is that because of the size or just because of your general workflow?
Just kind of the general workflow of the way I work. Like I just didn't notice and didn't look at any of this stuff on the far right long enough to make that type of determination, to extrapolate the data that like, oh, maybe this is how I would do that. I'm the type of person like, oh, it's just a team. I would click on them and check out everything from there anyway and see like the full picture. But I think if you just have like a better word than action up there, like add or request or something like that, it'd make it a little bit easier. Maybe I would have seen that.